Welcome to That's the Way the Cookie Crumbles. We're at the Kitchen Table Studios in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Thank you, Jennifer and Kennard, for allowing us to be here. We love it here, and it's a great facility, and they've got excellent items for you guys for your home cooking. Just come on in and browse. There's food items, there's sauces, there's olive oil, which we're going to use today. This is Shoreline, which is a great product. We're going to do one of our favorites. We had a request actually from a wedding that we just catered, Austin Dryden and crew, and people were requesting that we do this on the show, so we're going to go ahead and do it. It's a little difficult. It's just time consuming, but it's very good. We do a lot of it in our catering business, so we thought we'd share that with you. So it's squash zucchini casserole. We're going to start out with our eggs, and of course we're going to use real eggs, and hopefully no shell. Many of you people got hen houses, you can use your fresh eggs. You need the egg for the casserole to give it a good body, and it makes the difference. So we've taken 5 pounds of squash and zucchini, and it's frozen. You can use fresh, it doesn't matter. It's going to be the same when you cook it. So if you've got squash, look at that. If you've got squash and zucchini growing, use it. If you don't, the frozen's fine. You'll never know the difference, really. I'd use that fresh zucchini and squash for your sauteed stuff. So we want to get these eggs beaten. I've got a pan going with some olive oil in it. I'm going to saute. I've got a cup of onions. You don't have to saute them. You don't need to saute them long, but I kind of like to get this nice little flavor. We're going to use a meal Henry, which is available here. It's a great casserole dish. You don't need to line it with anything or spray it or butter it. That thing's getting hot, Jimmy. Now we've got, this is a cup of butter that's melted over here. This is going to be for our topping. So, got that. Now, the squash, we've already cooked it, and we've drained it, and it's ready to go. If you can see that, so we'll get it all in there. It's still kind of warm. So, what I like to do is get the cream cheese. And this thing's hot because we melted a 1.5 pounds of cream cheese. I just usually put it in the oven. And then I'm going to put the eggs right here for now. I usually put that in the oven. Those are close. Let's see how hot this is. Okay, look at that, perfect. Just take it out of the carton. Plop it in there. You just need a nice spoon. We'll get this out of here because it was in the oven and it's hot. And if I pick it up, if you got young people listening, I'm going to teach them some new words. So we don't need that today. We're trying to keep this a family show. Okay. So it needs to be kind of a white color, just like it is. We're going to throw these in. Beautiful. And then the eggs. You see why you need a pretty large mixing bowl. I'm going to get that in there. The eggs are already mixed. It's better to mix your eggs before you put it in. It can be a problem. I don't put salt and pepper in when I'm cooking the squash. You can. I add it into this. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so I haven't used this dish before. We may have a little extra. We can put in another smaller casserole dish. So we've got to do our breadcrumb mixture. And have your butter melted, which I do. So you're going to use 2 cups of breadcrumbs. Now, I like the Progresso Italian. You can use whatever, panko, or I mean, there's lots of different. So just mix that up. Look, it may be a little too much butter. I have to say I didn't measure the butter. I just eyeballed it. So if that's the case, guess what you can do? You pour some more breadcrumbs in it. We need enough to spread across that casserole. Now it's kind of getting a little drier. You still want it moist looking. You don't want it too dry because then you don't want it thick. Right, Tyler?
Right.
So I really need something wider than that. Let's see. Let's just use this. You know, kind of spread it. Okay, now we're going in the oven. So, actually, I made a little mistake. I cover it with foil, I'm sorry. Cover it with foil at first, especially if you're cooking in ovens that you're not used to. And the reason is, the breadcrumbs will get too dark. You want them a golden color. If you foil it, that'll keep that covered. And it'll cook, but it won't brown it to the point where it looks kind of burnt. That can happen because the breadcrumbs will cook quick. The inside of the casserole won't. So we've got that going, and we're gonna come back in a little while, check and see what it looks like. And I made one earlier anyway, just in case that one didn't work, but that's the old trick in a recipe show. I always have a backup plan. All right, so this is the squash that we started early before we even started filming today. We've got the other one that's still in here, and let's just check it to see. Now this one I'd already cooked some, and so this one's getting there. It's still got a ways to go, but it's close. So this one you can see the difference. Now we've had it covered. This has been uncovered, so it gets kind of golden brown. That's what you're looking for. Let's cover this back up. Let's put it in here. So let's see what this looks like. Yeah. Nice and hot. I don't see a fork. I'm sure there's one around here, but let's taste it. Very good. The topping's just right. The squash is good. So, you see the squash is whole. You can cook the squash a little longer if you want to get it really cooked and you like it maybe mixed up more, almost mushy. It comes out fine. You can do that. This is cooked through, but you can see the whole zucchini. But you can do it the other way, and it comes out great either way. I kind of like it cooked a long time myself, but you know, I like it that way too. This is more almost, it's not al dente, but it's a little bit bigger, not cooked all the way to where it's mushy. I like it mushy, but it's a great. You can use other things, spinach and a variation. We're going to do a spinach artichoke casserole soon, and it's really good. You can also use it as a dip, the spinach and artichoke. But this is, it's not quick, but you can make it ahead. You can freeze this. It'll last 6 months in the freezer if it's frozen properly. And you can pull it out, pop it in the oven, and go with it. You can freeze it without the topping on it even. But we'll have the menus posted on there for you. You can copy them and try your luck and enjoy. It's a great, like summertime, it's great to use it fresh. And if not frozen, it's good as well. So enjoy. And I'll be this is some of that fancy aluminum foil. Yeah. Make sure you don't show me struggling with that fork.